Okay, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good afternoon, everyone, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Ramal Farizi. Today, I will present Chapter 1 and Chapter 2 from my research proposal titled Differentiation Instruction in the Teaching Practice of uh, Pre-Service Eagle Teachers in Indonesia. Chapter 1. This is introduction, background of the study. Indonesia Merdeka curriculum represents a major shift toward student-centered learning. It emphasizes flexibility, inclusive, and personalization in education. To achieve vision, the differential instruction (DI) has become an essential pedagogical approach. The freshers instruction is a teaching philosophy in which teachers actively modify four key elements of instruction. This is first content, what students learn, process, how students learn, product, how students learning or demonstrate their learning, learning environment, the classroom atmosphere and condition. The study focuses on preserving evil teachers, pets, future English teachers during their teaching practicum. The practicum is critical period where they bridge theory and real classroom practice. Although many pre-service teachers understand the theory of DI, they often face significant difficulties when applying in actual classrooms. Identification of the problem, several problems have been identified. Pre-service teachers have limited ability to translate the I theory into effective classroom practice. They face practical challenges such as limited planning time, large and heterogeneous classes, lack of research, and difficulties in creating differential assessment. Teacher education programs still emphasize theory more than hands-on practice in the eye. For there is a lack of context-specific research on how pre-service evil teacher implement the eye, especially content differentiation under the Merdeka curriculum. Such question, the study aims to answer the following question: how do pre-service evil teachers apply differentiation instruction, content, product, process, and learning environment during their teaching practical? What strategies, what challenges, what factor training results, student characteristics influence their ability to design differentiation lessons? Limitation of the study limited to preserve evil teachers from selected Indonesia university who are undergoing or have completed teaching practicum under the Merdeka curriculum. It focuses on their experience, strategies, challenges, and content differentiating self-reported data. Chapter 2. This is Chapter 2. Literature review. Differential instruction in evil teaching. 2.1. According to Tomlinson, 2001 and 2014, differential instruction is a proactive, student-centered approach that responds to students' diverse readiness levels, interests, and learning profiles. In Indonesia, Evil's classroom, the eye is particularly important because students have very different English proficiency levels. The Merdeka curriculum strongly support this approach by promoting flexibility and inclusivity. 2.2 Preserves evil teacher practice in Indonesia. Research show that pre-service teacher implementation of the I is still limited. They often apply on service level differentiation such as simplified forward sheet, basic group, or tired task. Common strategies used includes scaffolding, flexible grouping, tired assignment, and choice-based activities. However, these practices are usually constant due to lack of experience, time constraints, and low confidence in service. Teachers generally perform better because of their uh, greater experience and classroom management skills. 2.3 Benefit and challenge of the I. This is benefit, increase student engagement and motivation, enhancement, better accommodation of the first proficiency levels, promotion and inclusive and learning autonomy, support for 21st century skills, challenger preservers, teachers, time consume lesson planning, managing large, limited resource and training, and student resistance to new approach. 2.5 2.5 Several recent studies have explored this topic. However, important gaps remains. Most studies have small sample of limited regional coverage. Few studies focus deeply on pre-service teacher actual practice during practicum. This is very limited attention has been given to content differentiation in teaching. This study aimed to fill uh, these gaps by examining reservist teachers' real experience under the Merdeka curriculum. 2.6 Conceptual framework policies. The conceptual framework position the eye training, motorship, and pedagogical readiness as independent variables that influence the quality of the AI implementation and student learning outcomes dependent variable with several moderating factors such as student diversity, school context, and teacher reflection. Hypothesis alternative or structure the art training, motorship, and reflective practice significantly improve preserves evil teachers' ability to implement effective differentiation instruction. Says no, there's no significant influence. This is conclusion of chapter 1. In chapter 2, the fresh instruction is a key plus of realizing the goals of the Merdeka curriculum. However, preserves evil teachers still face many challenges in implementing the study. Expected to provide valuable insight into the experience, strategies, and needs, and other recommendation for improving teacher education program in Indonesia. Okay, see you next time. I will to present. Uh, this is end the present. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.